Oh, right, I forgot. I forgot you guys can't hear me, you guys can't hear me, popping. Popping. Backspace. Alright, let's get Chrome. Let's get Chrome closed. Close Chrome. Close window. Okay. Yeah, we just started. Um, oh god, I didn't have my controller plugged in. I knew I forgot something. Okay. Hopefully. This game is smart. Yeah. Okay. All I had to do was plug it in. So we actually played a little bit of this, when I was, testing all of my Steam games. Yeah, something like that. Your neighborhood, new Ribosome City. It's a little visual novel-y. I think it's, oh, I just realized I don't have stream labels open. Stream labels. That's important. I always forget. Your neighborhood, new ribosome city. The chains of DNA spin on your screen. They make a web of helixes until the logo of Imitato Corp appears in a white font. The ad has begun. They were all the rage in the 2100s. You knew them as monotypes, your digital pocket friend. You'd feed them, play games with them, and watch them grow. Mom and Dad liked them because there was no cleanup. You liked them because they seemed real. With the advent of the digital age, we at Imitato Corp have noticed society changing. Birth rates in this country have hit an all-time low, not seen since the plague. Soon, our workforce will be depleted and unemployed. Once this occurs, industry will fail. As you all know, this is an existential threat not only to ourselves, but importantly, our GDP. Monotypes are digital pocket pets who supported this decline. We want people to have kids. This, unfortunately, cannot be accomplished through digital software. It can, however, be accomplished through our new product. What does this mean? Bitch, what the fuck do you mean? I think I skipped through all of this, when we originally played it, so it didn't hit me that this is birth rate related, although this... I don't know. I think this is just meant to be a sort of corporate horror. Today we're excited to announce the shipment of our new line of monotypes, the real monotype. The digital enters the physical. Cuddle them like real pets. Play with them like real pets. Watch them grow and change. Know the joys of parenthood. Order now at no cost. Supplies limited. Okay, so, like, do these become people? Is that what they're getting at? Because otherwise, I don't understand how this is supposed to... Dog. The ghost of Shinzo Abe, let me be real with you. This is not going to help. This is not going to fix the declining birth rate. What if I say no? Fish, what if I say no? I'm out here asking the real questions. I'm gonna say no. Mail order well, but they're not babies, though, is the thing. They're creatures. That's what makes me... That's why I'm confused. Is it gonna turn into a person? Is that it? Place an order? No. It turns out that this is a government-sponsored program. When you head to work the next day, your manager corrals your team into a huddle. He explains that everyone will be receiving a monotype. Has a partnership formed between Imitato Corp and employee? Yes, you're right. You're right on the money, Christine, your manager says. We have to get this country moving, and corporate wants to be the vehicle of change, he says, shaking his fist in the air. Your hours will be unpaid, but a week will pass like nothing. Pizza parties on Friday. Go fuck yourself. You're home, New Ribosome City. A dust storm, lead in the air. You're in the desert-like area. There's nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find any. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Supplies limited. You're awake. Remnants of the dream pass and fade to static. You're back to your show. You're going to watch television until you hear noise outside your door. Someone has left something on your porch. It's for you. When you open the door, there it is, a small creature laying in a basket. It's sleeping soundly. Alright. The Momotype you ordered has arrived. It has soft skin. Its ears are pointed. They feel like bean bags upon further inspection. It's a Momotype, but in physical form, as per the ad. You want to assume it's a plushie. To your surprise, however, the Momotype is warm. The terms of your purchase have not been released. Keep it. It's too cute for me to leave it outside, though! No, I want to resist. I'm going to get the bad ending first. No, leave it outside. You leave the creature outside. The night ends. You sleep into a blank dream. Next morning, you open your door to see the Momotype on your porch. Its body is still. Upon touching the creature, you realize that it is cold and it's frozen to death. You pick up the basket, and after some inspection, throw it and the Momotype in the trash. You will be fired the next day. Your manager's reasoning in his words was that this wasn't optional. He then wonders, how could you be so heartless and leave him out in the cold? He continues, shaking his fist in the air. He really likes shaking his fist in the air. Corporate did not like this. I didn't like this. Yeah, okay, and? Corporate can suck my nards. I can't trust you anymore, and neither can your coworkers. You're gone. In his lap is a Momotype of his own. It will stare at you inquisitively. Isn't that right, Momo? We don't want this bad person in our office, he points at you. Okay, these are certainly the words of a man who has at least had, like, a little bit of his brain eaten. The Momotype asks you a question, you can't hear it. That was an ending. Alright. We've already done this text. I'm going to say no again. Sure. You take the creature inside. Momotypes live for approximately 7 days. A note has been packed inside the basket. Take care of them and they will grow. Momotypes love humans and give them some love back. It's essential for their well-being. Wait, okay, so this shit's lifespan is shorter than a hamster's? What's the fucking point? These are absolutely totally meant to eat people's brains. The note ends. There's nothing else by the way of instructions. You decide it's time for bed. A collection of particles circle around. They're diluted with a heavy substance, though you can't tell what. In your dream, the particles attempt to create form, and in doing so, assemble into a storm. Inside the storm, there is no one and nothing except small spaces where it's immeasurably dark. Your vision recedes. You look from a bird's eye view into the storm, hoping to get a better look. As soon as you think you spot a person, the particles scatter. You repeat this process until finally you realize you're completely alone. The dream ends. You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake to see what is moving. The Momotype is by your feet. Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo already knows the answer. I barely know you. Can't we take this slow? Momo stares at you. The words do not register, nor does it seem Momo derives any meaning from them. It's as if you spoke in a different language. Does that matter? In the first place, you are my designated parent. Nothing can change this fact. A moment passes. Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Now that you think about it, how does Momo manage to speak? Head to the hallway. Momo thinks you have good taste in interior design. Very postmodern. By the way, what does postmodern mean? Momo saw it in a book from your shelf. Truthfully, you don't know. Momo is humming the Imitato Corp jingle. Is Momo... is Momo herbivorous? Herbivorous. Or a carnivore? You don't know yet, but he seems like pancakes. He's now full of energy. Play with Momo. Momo flies into the air. They're surprisingly heavy. Keep going, parent. After 30 minutes of using Momo like an exercise ball, you're tired. You drop him onto the floor, and while he lays there absently, you take a moment to catch your breath. This results in some confusion. Momo seems fidgety. Parent, Momo still wants to play. No, I'm tired. But I'm tired, though. Why not, parent? I'm tired. Let's call it quits. I don't want to do this. You respond. Momo looks up at you. From your linoleum floor, you see an expression of frustration. One more time, he says. No. Sorry to say, but it's not happening. For a moment, there's silence. Momo does not say anything. Their face reminds you of toddlers. He looks through you, and after some thinking, hops back to your room to get ready for bed. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of goo. You've decided to pet him, but to your surprise, his body is taut. Underneath is a muscle-bound creature. Go to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, there is nothing. The only thing that can be made out is the appearance of a person. Momo is dreaming about someone, and it's most likely you. You're back in the desert, still in a bird's eye view. The particles have ceased to move. You know that you've been waiting a long time. Longer than you've waited in real life. You want something to happen. You know this is a dream, but the particles, your buoyed vision, the endless wait, years could pass without contradiction. For now, this is everything. As you've been waiting, the particles have started moving. They scatter like dust. Above you, even higher than where you currently are, it starts raining to an innumerable degree. You ascend. You are now in the clouds. The rain is below you. You are looking down from an even higher position. Finally, and without your own observation, the particles begin assembling. They seem to form something definite. You don't notice the figure below you until you see a hand waving. It's a new day. Head to the hallway. Momo heard that this country's GDP is on the fritz. Soon nobody will be making babies anymore. Banks will go under, food will be short, mass suicides all around. Will Momo be there for it? No, Momo has a bunker out in southwest Ribo City. Very safe, well stocked. How does Momo know so much about the world? Intuition. Does Momo know where bunker is? No, and he does not like revealing such details. Parent, can Momo ask you a question? What is GDP? Momo pauses. Momo does not know what a bunker is. To tell you the truth, is it a type of pancake? Okay, I see. Okay. Momo has not yet decided what to eat. You want to make him try new foods. What should you give him? Vegetable. According to Momo, the artichoke heart looks like a flower, and because flowers are pretty, it's his word, not yours. He graciously eats it. Why is this food shaped this way? Is all food shaped this way? Why do we eat, parent? You do not have reasonable answers to these queries. The world truly is strange, Momo says. Life with Momo is relatively simple. They are a crude mix between a child and a virtual pet. Concerning this, you don't have any particular feelings. However, this does make it difficult when asked the question concerning Momo's identity. Is Momo human, he asks? No. If I'm not human, then why does parent take care of me? Because you should care for all living things. Momo looks up at you from the ground. Momo thought care was only reserved for humans. Then only humans could accomplish such a thing. I never thought of it that way. Reserved for humans? At this line, you take a pause. Why would it be reserved for humans, you ask? Humans are everything. Would you agree? He responds. Today you've decided to show Momo the world through your television, a reflection of the real world. You place Momo onto the couch where they can browse a selection of different shows. Momo does not know what television is, however you turn on your cable box. Planet Hippo, Dragon Sphere, and New Sheriff in Town. Which one of these is the closest to a children's show? I want to show him baby sensory videos. Planet Hippo. Look at the size of this one, mate. Oh. What is this? Crocodile Dundee? Along with his camera crew, the presenter is hiding in the bush. He wears a pair of binoculars and khaki shorts. Old Bertha's put on a couple hundred. Oh, but she's right. Gorgeous. Why? Why is he like this? Why is he getting in the... No, I don't think that this is Steve Irwin, because Okay, so, like, the thing is that hippos are way, way, way more likely to fucking kill you than a crocodile. Hippos fucking kill people. Steve Irwin would never be stupid enough to get in the water with a fucking hippo. Don't at me with a video of Steve Irwin getting into the water with a hippo. But I'm sure that he wouldn't be fucking stupid enough to get... Hippos kill more people than lions. Hippos kill like a fucked up amount of people every year. Like, it's absolutely fucked. They're like nature's strongest fucking thing. Nature's most hateful creature. He's got on khaki shorts. He enters the water, lifting his legs as fast as he can go. The mother hippo? There's a baby? Oh, this man's about to die. I'm about to show Momo a man dying? Oh, no. Why does he run? Momo asks. For footage of the hippo, you respond. Momo takes a moment. What does he want to do with the hippo? The man on the screen grabs the hippo and subsequently is flung into the air. He is then pulled down under. He does not resurface. This man has died on camera. Between the two of you, there's a long pause. Finally, you speak up. Yeah, I don't really like him either. You decide to change channels. Oh god, we have to watch all of them? Dragon Sphere. You'll pay for this, Freemza. Oh, is this supposed to be Dragon Ball? You'll pay for this, Freemza, on my life. I swear to destroy you. This ends now. A man with rippling muscles stands on the screen. He looks like he's squatting. Looks like he's using the toilet. In actuality, he's powering up. Oh, Frieza, I'm gonna take the biggest shit you can ever imagine. Ah! Hippos are like IRL jaws if you're in the water. Yeah, that man died. Super angry. That's the stuff of legends. Artichoke of all people. Wait. Artichoke of all people. Blast it all, yells Magenta. To no one in particular. Oh, I should have guessed by the fact that it's called Dragon Sphere. I thought that they were going for more like of a fantasy thing. I didn't realize that it's literally Dragon Ball. It's literally Dragon Ball. Artichoke, the other man, yelling, has been in one position for the last 15 minutes. Rocks levitate, thunderstorms form, and lava erupts from the ground. In the meantime, Freemza, who is awestruck, stares at his rippling muscles. This continues for another 20 minutes. In this time, Artichoke and Freemza only manage to grunt at each other. At the 40th minute mark, Artichoke finally releases his energy and his hair turns blonde. His muscles are bigger now. Freemza, from what you can tell, is in awe of his bulging chest. Not Frieza, just looking at Goku's fucking tits. Me too. War Greymon in the making now. His silence until Artichoke breaks it by speaking. He says but one thing. Now I'm really angry. Frieza blushes. The episode ends. Oh my fucking god. New sheriff in town. I ain't having a sweet of this. A mustachioed man fitted in a cowboy hat spits on the ground. Tastes like my mother's burnt boot. The bartender hides his frustration. Just give me that whiskey. Suddenly the door opens. From the sunlight emerges a shadowy figure. It looks to be a man in his early 40s, tan and with multiple scars. Sheriff Dudley, snake in the bush, sin incarnate. His hand waves in a grand gesture. How many holes could I press into the suit of yours before you bleed? The tan man pulls out his revolver. And Lord, did he know, despite all my guilt and sorrows, iron cuts deep, and you will know what it means. Bottle to the right, yeah there. Sheriff Dudley flicks his wrist to the whiskey bottle in the corner. The bartender does not move. We'll get a move on. When nothing happens, Sheriff Dudley slaps his fingers on the table. Dudley, the tan man says, the devil welcomes a new man into his hearth. You will pay for your crimes against me. Dudley stares down, then sucks his teeth. The tan man has cocked his gun. Well, dog, the sheriff does not move. Wanna get up, or you a cock with no ball? A cock with no balls! Torture! The whistle of a bullet is preceded by a hole appearing in the tan man's head. The words do not exit his mouth, and his face drops its expression. He falls to the floor. Language there, partner. Sheriff Dudley turns to the bartender, a grimace on his face. How many times I gotta ask? After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. Momo hobbles up the stairs, you cook something for yourself, then call it a night. Momo sleeps soundly. In the theater of Momo's mind, they're studying hippos. For Momo, their vision has collapsed on this image. It is all they're currently dreaming of. In your dream, the particles have formed a shadow. From your height, you believe the shadow to be your own. It is overcast, there is no available light. A question arises and presents a contradiction. How can shadows exist if there is no light? You already know why. You descend to the earth. The shadow mimics your movement and rises up. It is not a shadow, it is a face, or is face to face to you now. When you move your right arm, it moves its right arm. When you move your left, it does the same. Its dark formation mimics your every move. You find it unnerving. You decide to dig into the earth. You want to hide until it goes away. As you descend, the shadow rises into the air and becomes the object projecting its figure onto the earth. You realize that you are the shadow, and the dark formation, by contrast, has become you. You have switched positions, and you feel a tinge of regret. Okay. How many endings are in this game? Momo is woken up excited. Can we try something new, he asks. Yes. Yes? Yes? Hello? Hello? In the far corners of your room, Momo has picked up a copy of 100 Facts About Hippos. You do not know how this book appeared in your house. You've been reading since daytime. Parent, would you like to know a hippo fact? Sure. Hippos can hold their breath for approximately 5 minutes. They cannot swim. Instead, they bound through the water using the force of their feet. Incredible, don't you think? Let me give you another hippo fact, sure. Hippos are known to live in small herds of up to 10 or 20 other hippos. They are led by a dominant hippo, while the others are submissive to him. Essentially, it's a harem. By the way, what is a harem? Oh, and there's another thing about hippos. According to this researcher, hippos may have consciousness like that of a human. Some even say that because of their brain size and neural connectivity, it may be similar to that of a pig or a whale. Although it's impossible to tell because, we are not hippos, we're human. Very true, Momo. Oh. Momo, you're not a people. I also hope he doesn't evolve into a hippo. Momo, you're not a people. Momo has been reading another hippo fact until he hears you. He stops scanning the book and his body is furrowed. What do you mean? Momo is not what? Not human? We thought you had already established this, or that Momo had already known this. It seems that raising Momo as a human has been confusing. Is his identity still forming? Is Momo actually just a child? You are a parent, and I am your son. He stares at his non-existent feet. He says final time, you're my parent, and I am your son. This time he looks up at you. I do wanna take this time just to look up, not any of the content of the endings, but, Momotype, how many endings? 3 endings. Endings. Okay, well, it has 3 endings. I don't know. I don't know. I'll give a positive answer just this once. Good, I'm happy you stopped playing tricks. Momo blushes as he knows you were only just joking. Okay, wait. Sure thing, bud. Okay, wait. It is the dream. The shadow stays in the air. You stay on the ground. The white sphere has opened up from the storm. It looks upon the both of you. Would you like to get out, friend? To this, you can't respond, as you do not have a mouth. You do not have arms either. You in the air, would you like to get out? The shadow, still floating in the air, does not give a response. In this entropic storm, it would be hard to make it out. The sphere's words, however, are clear. Light comes from the sphere. It has a dark center, and a moment of clarity arrives, and you realize that the sphere is the sun. Would you like to get out? The sun asks. Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They have grown hippo feet. No! Fuck! Momo has been staring in the mirror since morning. They have not left. Why have I grown feet? They shuffle into the mirror. Why do I look like this? They turn around in the mirror. Why does my face look like this? I shouldn't look like this. Why is this happening? Where are my hands? Where are my fingers? What happened, parent? To take Momo's mind off his recent transformation, you've decided to play some television for him. Not this again. The man from last time is back. He's wearing a cast around his neck. His khakis have been lined with sweat all along his crotch area. Yeah, okay. Now, Bertha, I know we had our issues, sweetie, but let bygones be bygones. The hippo charges him, and once more he's flung into the air. He falls to the ground, this time making a loud thud. He does not get up. The TV cuts off, an ad is playing. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Order Momotype today. The digital meets the physical. The most real and organic creation of imitative core, almost like our human child. Momo has been staring at the screen. They have not moved. Whether by intention or not, you realize your mistake before it's too late. Supplies are limited. Get your very own friend today. Genetically bred to love humans, like a real child. The shot cuts to an eerily similar image of Momotype. Isn't that right, Momo? Come by the bunker, Momo. You'll be safe. The TV ad ends and the previous programming continues. You want to go to bed, Momo? You ask meekly. There's no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one, or at least that's what seems to be the case. Bed? You ask another time. There's no response. When no response comes, you inevitably head back to your room. Momo knows where to go, you think. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brothers and sisters. The sky is bright in your dream. A cold chill has found itself in the air, and wherever you are, you feel it. Would you like to get out? The sun asks. You're not in the earth anymore. You're standing upright, face to face with your shadow. They've descended. I honestly thought that there was going to be some digital pet gameplay here, some virtual pet gameplay, but it does seem to just be a visual novel. Anyway, he did evolve into a hippo. Oops. You're not in the earth anymore. You're standing upright, face to face with your shadow. They've descended. Would you like to get out? The sun asks once more. The shadow then speaks. Yes, I would like to get out. You're puzzled, and when you move your hand, the shadow moves his. And when you move, he mirrors you. Was the shadow yourself since the beginning? No, you think. Before you can realize the shadow's true nature, they have already moved into the far recesses of some other place. Recesses of some other place. They have moved on, and yet you are still here. In the far corners of your dream, particles have been collecting together. Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He is not in the hallway. You find Momo in front of the mirror. He is staring at himself. I thought you were a parent. If not parent, then a human who loved me. You are neither. This is fake. Will I grow up, parent, or am I just a pet to be discarded after serving my purpose? I'll never grow up, parent, will I? You can hear the pain in Momo's voice. Did you think this was alright? He asks. To give me such a cruel life? You're about to speak, but you're cut off. I'm nothing, a pale imitation, a freak. A process of ideas. This is not funny. Momo looks at you. Oh, don't worry, Momo. That's how everybody feels when they go through puberty. Everything I will or ever be is centered around you. You are my one love, parent. I am, after all, your child. Momo's mind is ablaze. They are staring into you. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and to make it even worse, you're entirely real. I can never come close to you. I'm not even real. Momo inhales. Please no. He pauses. I love you so much, it hurts my insides. I want to tear out everything in me so I can be at your side. I want to love you for forever. I've never told you this, parent. Is it even possible? Momo gives his final words. No, it isn't. I only know one thing. You are not human. You are Friesma, the Tan Man, the Hippo Man, evil, less than human, nothing. Momo hops away. His body jiggles with each step. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head for bed, unable to fall asleep. You're anxious for the new day. In Momo's dream, they are a hippo. With the absence of your shadow, the sun has since disappeared. Time has continued to pass. It was a trick of the mind, you hear someone say. Who knows what we'll find in this storm? I'm already you, friend. You're already me, the voice continues. From the horizon, there appears the sun once more. I'm already you. It gets even brighter now. You're already me. Standing in the bleached center of this desert is a lone body. It is you. You look behind to see your shadow being cast by the sun. It has returned, and not by their own choice. Oh. You want to get out? The voice ends. Your shadow stays behind you, or beside you. It will not move by itself anymore. Wake up, parent. What is Momo anyways? A pancake? A bunker? Is Momo an idea? Momo's body is taut. In the depths of their eyes, you see a tunnel. Will you love me, Momo asks. Run. You run to the hallway. It is empty. The light from the streets reflects onto the space. Though you cannot see well, you can make out what is behind you. I don't actually love you, huh? What's that? You don't love me? Why don't you love me? I'm everything you could ever ask for and more. I'm made for you, developed for you. What more do you need? The creature looks at you from a towering height. I wish I had no eyes so I could have never seen you. I love you so much. Does it just continue? You've entered your living room. The creature has chased after you. Hi, Ponk. We're being eaten by a Tamagotchi. You've entered the living room. The creature has chased after you. If only I was born in a different body. I'm an abomination, a deviant. You're everything I ever wished to be. Me too. I'm sorry you're going through puberty, Momo. Please love me. I read the tag in my basket. I only live for 7 days, right? Is this true, parent? But I don't want to die. I want to you make me vomit. No human could be this cruel. To raise me as his plaything. I reject it. So I'm designed to love you. I love myself. I am human. You are the creature. A disgusting parasite. A worm. Do you like being stomped? You worm? I know you'll like it. This time, it won't be fake. Okay. Momo reaches for your neck. Ah. Know that I still love you. How could I not? You're blacking out. Was I designed to love you, parent? Even so, does it matter? Is this the most real thing to me? Please answer me, parent. A dust storm, lead in the air. You're in a desert-like area. There is nothing around you besides the sound of your own thoughts. You cannot find anyone. It is very lonely. You decide to craft a mirror. It is made out of particles circling in the air. In the mirror, you see your reflection. Oh yeah, we out here. We out here getting bored. Your swarthy figure walks out of the mirror, and the borders between the glass and the desert have vanished. Your reflection is now in front of you, and you're both standing together. Now neither of us will be virgins. Your clone stares at you. Now neither of us will be virgins. Puzzled, you cannot tell if they're conscious. Are they even alive? Unbeknownst to you, however, the clone is having some thoughts. The vast terrain of that separates you, The vast terrain that separates you is not a physical distance, it's something more tragic. You both realize that you will never experience anything other than yourselves. You realize that you are your own world and nothing more. The shadow vanishes. The desert, despite all your attempts, is empty. Parent, you are conscious. I can't see anything. There's nothing in front of me. Where am I, parent? There's a long pause. You cannot say a word as your throat's been crushed. All around you, there is darkness. The lights from the street illuminate everything into vague shapes, but nothing you can truly make out. You hear the sound of your heart beating, and in this dark room, the air sits heavy. I can't see myself, parent. I can't... Where am I? And where are you? I had one more thing to ask. All you can see are vague shadows crossing your line of sight. One of the shadows is Momo. They are large and warm. Your light grazes his body, and to your surprise, he is soft. Can we be friends, parent? Pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. That makes the most sense, parent. For once, I agree. Momo takes one more look at himself. If my nature has determined that I'm meant to love you, then there is only one way. I will make a choice against my nature, and one that is not predetermined. You are parent, this is my own fact. Bye, parent, I'll see you later. Oh. Okay. Momo has jumped onto the city streets. I thought that we were going to get the ending where Momo eats us. Okay. Because I know that that's an ending because somebody posted it in the Steam reviews. They were like, it ate me, and that's it. Momo has jumped into the city streets. They have hit the ground with a tremendous thud. You think you see Momo's shadow, but in fact, a pool of blood has begun to form. There are no lights to illuminate Momo's form. They are pitch black. From what you can assume, Momo has died. 2-for-1 sale. Call right now for your Momotype today. Your TV has been turned on. The glow from behind draws you closer. Did you love Momo? It's Momo's voice. This is not just an ad. Sure. Would you like to stay Momo's parent? Because Momo will love you till the end of time? You hear sirens in the distance amid the words you are now hearing. Is it real to you? Could you still be my parent? Trick question. None of that matters. I can't tell you how relieved I feel. You cannot reply. Your throat does not work. Will it ever matter to you? Momo is on the screen. It's the Momo you have taken care of, but they are on your digital display. Confusion hits you. How are you here, you ask? Did Momo ever tell you this, parent? Momo will be everywhere. In the meantime, would you like a fact about what you're seeing? Momo leans in closer. In your wiring, in your dreams, inside of you, everywhere. You cannot stop to think as you stare at the screen. It's okay, parent. Is pretending faking anyways? You're about to give your answer, but pretending can be very real. More real than real. Momo is excited. You're Momo's pet now. The monotype on the screen has begun humming the Imitator Corp jingle. The light has escaped from the television. You are alone in the middle of your living room. You hear static. All around you are shadows. The end. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna be mean to it this time. Wait, what? Back. Okay, I don't want to be Momo's pet. A dust storm led in the air. You're in a desert-like area. There's nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find any. Please love me. You're awake. You feel your neck. Okay, so this isn't a new game. This is a continuation. Though it has healed, your throat has marks lining the circumference of your skin. They are deep and sallow. The marks will not go away. The voice plays back in your head. Most variables, your house, for example, or the lining of the furniture, the lab head has been focused on the monitor the entire time. These will be our control. What you decide to do with him, those are the independent variables. The Imitator Corp logo with its trademark helix is adorned on the mantle of the lab. Why does everything need to be the same? The lab head has looked up. Trial and error? I assume you know what that means. The lab head is being genuine. Mapping a neural network begins with specificity. No! Specificity. Only then can we generalize patterns in the macro level. On the macro level, your case, she stops for a moment, was the most promising, she continues. Remember, and this is important, we're trying to collect new data, not old. Those new permutations are what we need, and there's no point if you raise this one the same. The lab head finishes. Do I have a choice, you ask? The lab head smiles. Insofar as you control how the monotype is raised, yes. Whatever style you choose, keep it consistent. She looks back at her monitor. Okay, so I must have gotten a neutral ending. You're back in your room. She's telling me to be consistent. as in treat it in a consistent way. So I'm going to be very mean to it this time. Um, you're back in your room. You hear a noise. You open the door to your apartment complex. There it is, a new Momotype laying in the basket. It's sleeping soundly. Turn it over. It's virtually the same as the Momotype you previously had. Keep it. Can't just let him freeze to death. You take the creature inside. Please love them for the best results, or don't. It's your decision. Love, Imitato Corp. You decide it's time for bed. I'm not... You're dreaming of Momo. Which Momo is it, though? You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see what is moving the Momo. The Momotype is by your feet. Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo wishes to know your answer. There is some hesitation in the new Momo's voice. Ooh, okay. The middle option is new, though, is the thing. The middle option is new. I did pick the middle option last time, but this is a new one. This is too much or no? This is too much or no? This is too much. Momo stares at you. The words do not register, nor does it seem Momo derives any meaning from them. Momo twitches violently, his body like a muscle which has contracted too hard. The moment passes, Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Head to the hallway. Momo does not like your interior design. Frankly, you cannot see anything. Very little natural light. Aside from the street, it's a little dated, depressing even. For some reason, Momo does not like to be in the shadows. He stays in the light. Momo hums the Imitato Corp jingle, but when you look at him, he stops. Is Momo herbivorous or carnivore? You have some ideas. Momo seems to like pancakes, same as last time. Pancakes really are the best, better than any other food. Simple, straightforward. Play with Momo. Momo flies in the air. They're surprisingly heavy. Keep going, parent. After 30 minutes of using Momo like an exercise ball, you're tired. You drop him onto the floor, and while he lays there absently, you take a moment to catch your breath. This results in some confusion. Momo seems 50. Parent, can we play again just for a little? Refuse. Why not, parent? He asks. I'm tired. Let's call it quits. I don't want to do this, you respond. Momo looks up at you. From your linoleum floor, you see an expression of frustration. Is it so hard to throw Momo a few more times? Really, is it that hard for parent? I'm not asking for much, he says. Refuse. Sorry to say, but it's not happening. For a moment, there is silence. Momo does not say anything. Their face reminds you of a toddler's, only a little more grown up. Momo sighs and is already heading upstairs. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of goo. You've decided to pet him, but same as before, his body is taut. He's especially high-strung. Go to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, he's having a nightmare. What did you say? It's an empty space. You cannot hear anything. It's a new day. Head to the hallway. Momo has to find his bunker. In bunker, Momo is safe. No one can hurt him. Maybe they can yell bad words at Momo outside of the metal door, but Momo does not care. Momo will not face the end. There is no end if Momo is in his bunker. Where is the bunker, you ask? Momo stops to think for a second. I know it's here. There's an invisible trail only Momo can see. Momo pauses. Doesn't smell like pancakes. Momo has not yet decided what to eat. You want him to try new foods. What should you give him? Steak. Oh wait, I should have given him a cigarette. Fuck. That's the meanest choice. That's the meanest choice, but I feel like giving him a steak is going to goad him into eating me. This was made from a cow? Where do they live? Once you explain that they live on mass industrialized farms, Momo stares at his plate. Is it okay to eat cows? The actual answer is probably not, but humans do anyway. That does not make sense, parent, Momo responds. He eats the steak anyways. It makes no sense. Is Momo human? He asks. Momo wishes for you to be straight with him. Momo already knows he is, but he needs confirmation from another source. No. Stop, none of this matters. What matters is if Momo is human. Why should you even think about caring of other things? Because you should care for all living oh. This is a mean. I'm being mean. I'm sticking to being mean. Because it's mutually beneficial. You get food and a room, I get a pet. Momo is a pet, not a human, but a pet? Yes. Momo has ceased asking questions. You can feel he was deeply hurt by your answer, though he has tried not to show it. Outside, you can hear the noise of cars. Today, you've decided to show Momo the world through your television, a reflection of the real world. You place Momo on the couch where they can browse a selection of different shows. Momo does not know what the television is, however, you turn on your table box. Dragon Sphere. Artichoke, the main character, is screaming. His muscles are the size of a boulder. I have ascended. I am the ultimate creature. He blasts an energy wave into the earth. The earth explodes, and it has now been wiped away from its place in the solar system, like it never even existed. The fruit of one's labor is so sweet. Which program would you like to tune into, new sheriff in town? Sheriff Dudley, the main character, has been drinking at the bar. It's 5 a.m. This is the 7th season of Sheriff in Town. His wife barges in through the wood gates and twists her head, searching for her husband. Dudley, what in God's name? Dudley, clearly drunk, is unable to say anything. It's not out of embarrassment, it's because he physically can't. You lout, you no good, worthless bum. Sheriff Dudley can only look into his wife's eyes. There are tears from hers. Oh Lord, please, almighty God, when are you gonna pay for that banker? We don't got any for the loans. I can barely get by with Charlene here. There's a baby in her arms. There's nothing here for me, she started crying. I'm all alone. That's the worst part. There's no response. Please, Dudley, say anything. Dudley cannot say a word. In his mind, however, he already knows that he can't climb out of this hole. His wife waits, but when nothing is said, she leaves, and she does not turn around. Hey, Hippo. Bertha, please. This is a documentary about the man from down under, a hardened survivalist who is now being divorced by his wife. He is commonly known for his series on hippos. I didn't mean it like that. Ted, this is a thrill. I can't go to bed without you talking some shit. Here, have some more cake, babe. Don't lose them handles, babe. You know, it'll be over, babe. Do you know how toxic this is? The man is quiet. I mean, what am I to you? She asks. What, Ted? My little banana cream pie? The woman, Ted's wife, stands there, staring. After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, they are Magenta. Momo likes how strong Magenta is. For Momo, their vision is collapsed by this image. It is all they are currently dreaming of. I should have picked the fucking cowboy show. There's a bunker in southwest Ribo City, very safe, well-guarded, a paradise. Can I see you there, friend? For some reason, Momo is talking with you in your dreams, again and again. Momo has woken up, excited. Can we try something new, he asks. Momo has the hair of Artichoke. It's a lost item from your cosplay days. Regretfully, you've still kept it. I'm the ultimate creature, the paragon of all moral beings. Momo stares at you. His hair is a bright yellow and his limbs non-existent. Ignore Momo. Oh, this feels... No! No, I want to be nice to Momo! I want to be nice to Momo when he's doing anime thing. Ignore Momo. Momo has been building up an energy wave, but as soon as he releases it, you don't react. You turn away from him and start making lunch. Momo stares at you from behind. He keeps yelling and unleashing energy waves, but you don't respond. Parent, please, can you play with me? You ignore Momo. After a while, Momo stops trying to roleplay. He stays silent, and his eyes downcast. This is one of the few times that Momo has visibly felt bad. Parent, Momo has come to understand that Momo asks a lot from you, and Momo is sorry. His eyes linger. Did Momo do anything wrong? Part of a work assignment. Let's keep the interaction to a minimum, okay? Is Momo really a bother? This is one of the few times it seems that Momo has been self-reflective. Or has he always been this way? You respond, yes, you are. I'm adopting you as part of work from my office. I didn't have a choice in this. I really don't. You turn your back to Momo and head upstairs. Downstairs, you can hear muffled sobs. Oh. Oh. Go to bed. Well, okay, this sucks, but at the very least, it'll feel better when I get to be nice to Momo, ? 2-for-1 sale on all monotypes. 2-for-1. Buy one, get one free. Courtesy of your local Momo supplier. Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They have grown crab arms. Some part of Momo knew that Momo would not grow up normal. Was it too much to ask for it to be human? I don't think so. It's a very plain request. It's the most simple request, parent. Why can't it be fulfilled? Why can't I just have something resembling it? Why did you kill him, Artichoke? Vegeta has tears streaming down his face. He was the only one left for me, and you took him. Artichoke, his muscles giving off steam, holds Vegeta's son by the nape of his neck. He throws him against the cliffside, and it shatters into a flurry of smaller boulders. Vegeta rushes to his son, but his eyes are blank. It's simple. He was weak. Vegeta screams. The TV cuts off. An ad is playing. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Order Momotype today. Digital meets physical. The most real, organic creation of Imitato Corp. Almost like a real human child. Momo has been staring at the screen. They have not moved. Whether by intention or not, you realize your mistake before it's too late. Supplies are limited. Get your very own friend today. Genetically bred to love humans. Like a real child. The shot cuts to an eerily similar image of a monotype. Isn't that right, Momo? The TV ad ends and the previous programming continues. When I go to bed, Momo, you ask meekly. There is no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one, or at least that's what it seems to be the case. Bed, you ask another time, there is no response. When no response comes, you inevitably head back to your room. Momo knows where to go, you think. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brothers and sisters. Momo is in the dream. Who is the real Momo anyways? Momo doesn't know. That's for you to determine and for Momo to accept. Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He's not in the hallway. So I never had a chance, did I? Momo has been staring at the mirror. I knew something was off ever since I entered this house. I can't really say. It's not a feeling. I don't know if you can even call it a memory. Momo looks like he's thinking about something involuntarily. You knew this would happen. You may not call it lying, but that's what it boils down to, Momo says. Do you like lying? Does it make things easier? Maybe for you, but for Momo it's not. I hate you, parent. More than anything else, I hate you. There are tears in Momo's eyes. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head for bed, unable to fall asleep. You're anxious for the new day. Imitato Corp gave you no assurance, but they are watching right now. In Momo's dream, they are a crab. We'll see you in the bunker, Momo says. Please love me, Momo asks. Run. You run to the hallway. It is empty. The light from the streets reflects into the space, though you cannot see well, you can make out what is behind you. I saw the note on my basket, parent. Please, I don't want to die. You've entered your living room. The creature is chased after you. I don't want to die. 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 Okay, I understand, Momo. Why don't you even try to help me, parent? You're scared for your life. You yell out for help if a Machado Corp is watching. Maybe they can save you. Why? Are you that terrible? Are you really just scum? I hope he eats me. Answer me this, parent. I need you to. Am I the real Momo, the one you had before me? Am I like him? Do I act like him? This is the only thing you can do for me. Maybe I'll even let you live. Parent, give me an answer. You're blacking out again. Am I the real Momo? This time you'll give me an answer. Momo pauses. This time, he says. He stops for a second, but notices you're losing consciousness. Answer me, parent. You see nothing. It is empty. There's no one. There's not a sound. No shadows. You're in the pit of your stomach. You're in a hole. What is the point in any of this, you ask? Parent? Parent, you're conscious. Where am I, parent? There's a long pause. You cannot say a word as your throat's been crushed. All around you, there is darkness. The lights from the street illuminate everything into vague shapes, but... Okay, wait, is this the same exact fucking ending as last time? You hear the sound of your heart beating, and in this dark room, the air sits heavy. I think we both know where this leads. Parent, frankly, I don't think I should even call you that. You don't deserve it. Your throat is throbbing. I renounce your title, human. You're no longer parent. It's what you've always wanted. Okay, so this is a different ending. Thank you for housing me. I won't forget you. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to. Wait. This is the same ending! This is a different ending? Momo has left your building and entered the streets. They're approaching a walkway which divides two separate train stations, one going downtown and the other uptown. Tunnel is lined with panes of glass. Momo looks inside. So many people. Momo has been eyeing the walkers. None of them have noticed. That man looks just like Sheriff Dudley. He has a big mustache, and the other man has bulging muscles. Is he related to Artichoke? Momo stares, amused. This is his first time outside. Amid the noise of local trains, Momo has been standing in relative silence, at least to those walking. Will you be my new parent, he asks. There's no response. Momo has been ignored, or at least that's what he believes. Please, I had a bad parent last time, but this time I'll be especially good for any of you. Again, there is no response from those passing by. They're continuing down the walkway, to and fro. There is more on their mind than what is currently outside, and they move collectively, unaware of Momo, with their heads focused either on the ground or what's in front of them. Momo is still staring, eyes vacant. Finally he moves in. Please, will any of you be my parent? His voice is distorted through the glass, but this is enough to raise the heads of the walkers. They look, first in genuine surprise, then in terror. They run. The walkway is clearing out. Some are screaming. Where are you going? Momo asks. Please don't go. Don't leave me alone. Really, these motherfuckers should not have given me a 3-year-old. It has been approximately 24 hours since Momo was spotted. For the first few hours, lone passengers would walk down the tunnel, attempting to get to their respective trains. This would only be interrupted by Momo asking the same questions. Can you be my parent? This continued for the better part of the day until the authorities were contacted. The police surrounded Momo without specific instructions. They did not know the protocol for a creature which now stood in the middle of a city street, staring at the walkway and intermittently asking any passerby if they could be his parent. The blockade continued. Momo was completely unaware that for the better part of 72 hours he stood there waiting. Why does it hurt so much? He would ask by the 48-hour mark. Once 60 hours passed, he would fall asleep at changing intervals, but would wake up to the sound of anyone within a block radius talking. He would think it was another person. He would want to ask them the same question. By 72-hour mark, a little more than a week has passed since he received Momo. By this point, he collapsed in the street, exhausted, or if this truly was his natural lifespan, Momo could not continue. With the shadows approaching his vision, the light from Momo's eyes faded into neural oblivion. Police noted that they heard the creature say something before he was rendered inert. At this time, most officers were by their cars eating donuts, wondering when they could go home. It's so lonely. By the 73rd hour, Momo is smaller than his original size. Now the 74th hour has just arrived. Momo has died. The end. Wow. baby Momo. Alright, I'm gonna do 2 more playthroughs. I'm going to do this one where I'm nice to Momo, and then I'm going to reset and do a playthrough where I'm nice to Momo again. A dust storm led in the air. You're in a desert-like area. The sound of your thoughts bang on the hollow mold of your head. You will break if it doesn't stop. The last time you hear a voice said, "You're awake." A voice say. Your memories are in an incipient state, like a portion of bacteria which brought life to the lifeless earth. Like the portions of bacteria which brought life to a lifeless earth. It only takes some time for the catalyst to appear. You hear the jingle, you remember. You see the Imitato Corp logo. I'm sorry, I really am sorry the brows of the lab head cleanly plucked are furrowed. Our agents were told to interfere after a certain point. When we noticed the change in your vitals, we gave the order. She seems apologetic. I can't imagine how taxing this is for you. She puts her hands together. It's okay if you feel tired. We'll provide you with any psychotherapeutic treatment at no cost to yourself. She turns her head, not wanting to look at you. None of this is fair, but I'm not going to mince my words. We need the data. There is a stone in your torso that has descended through your leg and past the popliteal artery and finally into your feet. You are stuck. She looks straight at you. Your compensation, your safety, everything is guaranteed. She points to the code on the screen. The monotype can't harm you, at least fatally. This is by design. It's just an AI. She sighs. It'll be over soon. You're doing more for us than you could ever possibly know, and we do appreciate it, genuinely. Momo has returned home and you thought he was gone for good, but he's back. Great news. Turn it over. Momo is so cute. Keep it. He's my little buddy, of course I will. Okay, so they know that this is going to be the nice playthrough. You take the creature inside. Please love them for the best results, or don't. It's your decision. Love and kisses, XOX. Imitato Corp. You decide it's time for bed. It's tough living. I think it's the greatest challenge anyone could face. It's already such a lonely experience. You may not believe it, but I understand, parent. I really do. You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see that it's moving. Monotype is by your feet. Parent, Momo is staring at you, same as last time. Do you love me? I love Momo to absolute bits. Love does not exist, at least not in the way we're talking about. No. Yay! You grab Momo and throw him in the air. That's a new day, a new you. A moment passes, Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Head to the hallway. Momo really loves benches. Momo hums the Imitato Corp jingle, and when you look at him, he continues happily. You don't know how many pancakes you've made at this point. Pancakes, pancakes, we all love pancakes. Play with Momo. Don't drop me, parent, Momo is laughing. You drop Momo. Same as last time. Parent, I understand if you're tired. Can we play again? Continue. You resume chucking Momo in the air. At some point, his body smashes in the ceiling. Thank you, parent. You're my favorite parent. Momo is hopped off. You lay crumpled on the floor. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of goo. You've decided to pet him, but to your surprise, his body is soft. Momo is relaxed. Go to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, he's thinking about you. We're all thinking about you. It's a new day. Head to the hallway. Momo always keeps hearing about some bunker. Momo's already visited. It's pretty rad. They have their own pool. Not much food, though. Momo pauses. It smells like food right now. That's why I love living here. That's the kitchen. Momo has not yet decided what to eat. You want him to try new foods. What should you give him? I'm not going to give him option 3. According to Momo, the artichoke heart looks like a flower, and because flowers are pretty, his words not yours, he graciously eats it. Why is this food shaped this way? Is all food shaped this way? Why do we eat, parent? You don't have reasonable answers to these queries. The world truly is strange, Momo says. Momo would like to watch television. Momo believes their show is on. New sheriff in town. Sheriff Dudley is on the side of the road. He is dead from liver failure. Dragon Sphere. Magenta stands over Artichoke's dead body. He has finally surpassed his rival. A tear falls from one eye, and the cold winds that sweeps the wasteland, there is no sound. All of this for what, Artichoke? What has this all been for? For 2 weeks straight, Magenta sits by Artichoke's body. He does not move a muscle. By the 14th day, he wipes his eyes for the last time and stands with limp legs. Magenta has taken his place as the strongest in the universe when he feels as if he's lost something greater. Which program should you tune into? Planet Hippo. This is a documentary. A ring of men sit around each other in plastic chairs. The light is low, but the entrance, once it's been propped open, brings a soft glow into the room. It's stayed open for the past hour. So, Charles, how do you feel when you get these urges? The man looks up at the ceiling and blows some air out. He looks to the ground for a few seconds, then begins to give his response. He stutters at first. I don't know. Out of control? It's the worst part, because I've convinced myself that I couldn't do anything about it. It's very hard, Charles. The man in the chair looks with sympathetic eyes. I completely understand. Charles continues, sometimes I put a whole stack of butter onto my wife's food. Soon it became 2 stacks, then 3. It gave me a rush. Charles wiped his face. But then afterwards, when she found out, she'd feel betrayed, and I'd sit there like a knob. I kept doing it, and well, here I am, alone. The man talking to Charles is Ted, the man from down under. Charles, you're not alone. The key to all of this is whether you act like on your thoughts, and everyone here, Ted gestures to the other man in the room, struggles with that every day. We're with you, Charles, through all your struggles. We're all trying to be better. Charles nods his head. Ted continues, my kid is going to college soon. It took years, but she's finally willing to talk to me again. I'm doing it for her. She's the reason I keep going. God bless. The men continue talking in the low light. After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, they're studying hippos. For Momo, their vision has collapsed on this image. They wish to be like Ted. It is all they are currently dreaming of. There's a bunker in southwest Raibo City. Very safe, well guarded, a paradise. Can I see you there, friend? For some reason, Momo is talking to you in your dreams, again and again. Momo is woken up, excited. Can we try something new, he asks. In the far corners of the room, Momo has picked up a copy of 100 Facts About Hippos. You do not know how this book appeared in your house, but he's been reading since daytime. Parent, would you like to know a hippo fact? Sure. Hippos can hold their breath for approximately 5 minutes. They cannot swim. We already got this? We already got this one. I picked the cowboy show first. Why did the hippos make the biggest effect on him? Sure. Hippos are known to live in small herds of up to 10 or 20 other hippos. According to okay. Very true, Momo. We are human. Momo blushes when you say this. Can we have pancakes, human? No more artichoke? Sure thing, you reply. It's boring without you, parent. Can you come see me, please? Pretty, please? Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They've grown hippo feet. Momo has been staring in the mirror ever since morning. They have not left. I look like a hippo. Momo pauses for an inordinately long time. It looks like he's thinking. You're prepared for the worst. It's kind of cool. Not Momo's preferred choice, but no harm, no foul. Momo hops off. You're both watching television. The news is on. The recent surge in the Momotype craze, a self-proclaimed robotic pet, has led to a new phenomenon in child rearing. An imitative corp, a representative, is on the air speaking. We're obviously very happy with the reception of the Momotype. We designed it. We looked at the unconditional love for parental child bonds as an inspiration. Monotypes are designed with that in mind. The newscaster responds, are monotypes conscious? I mean, what good is a pet if it's not alive? Or thinking, for that matter. The man responds, well, on a basal level, it has agency. Like a neuron, of course. No one really knows if a neuron is conscious or not, but that doesn't mean that it can't scale into what we know as intelligence. What's interesting is that a neuron, or any cell in the body, still acts selfishly. The boundaries of what the cell considers... selfishly. The representative widens his eyes. But the boundaries of what the cell considers the self begins to fade when scaled to something like an organ. And this is beyond the newscaster. The representative continues, it means that a neuron will consider the system and everything within that system as one and the same. There's not a single selfish agent, but a multitude working with maximal cooperation. The self is no longer limited to one agent, but multiple. It's expanded. In other words, it's defied the evolutionary purpose of reproduction. The cells still operate on the principle of selfishness, but it's not that in reality. It's unselfish. It's true love. The newscaster stares at the man when she turns to the camera, confused. Very cool thoughts indeed. Thank you for sharing. Would you like to take over, Kate? TV ad ends and the previous programming continues. Well, that was weird. Momo has no idea what he was saying. Momo hops off the bed. You complete a quick phone call to the lab head before you call it a night. It's not having the same reactions as before, you say. We've been watching, she responds. It is abnormal, but it's ultimately something we have to analyze retrospectively. Keep going. This branch still holds value, albeit it seems like an entirely new one. No worries, we'll be monitoring. You head to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brothers and sisters. Momo is in the dream. Let's be Momo. Let's be Momo. Let's be Momo. So this when Momo eats me? Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He is not in the hallway. Momo is staring at the mirror. Wow, my reflection looks so cool. I never considered how cool it would be to have hippo feet. Hippo feet! Momo is definitely reacting differently. Each time Momo met you, the link would get stronger. Momo is the same as them, but, well, not the same. After I met one Momo, I met two Momos, then 3, then 10, then 100. They're all there. Momo looks in the window. I think you'll want to see, parent. It'll be fun, a little scary, but really for the best. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head to bed, unable to fall asleep. You're anxious for the new day. Potato Corp gave you no assurance, but they are watching right now. In Momo's dream, they are hippo. This is a momentary image, and it fades quickly. The hippo is Momo, Momo is Momo, everything is Momo. We'll see you at the bunker, Momo says. You wake up, Momo is not surprised, has not surprised you. You run to the hallway, it is empty. The light from the street reflects onto the space. Though you cannot see well, you can make out what is behind you. Parent, do you know what happens, when we die? It's sad, right? You turn to Momo, their face is soft. You dare not move a muscle. This is a repeat of last time, your throat aches. It's very sad, you respond. There is an immeasurable silence between the two of you. Despite his size, Momo's face strikes up some parental instinct in you. Sometimes I realize how small of a piece I am. Momo is adjusting their position. I can't really stop it, nor was I able to. Momo has been waking up again and again. Momo is okay with that. He wasn't at first, but now he's come to realize it's been nice. Only, Momo turns to you, Momo won't be able to see you again. Just when I realized dying meant nothing, now it means the world. It means not seeing you with my own eyes. It means there is no Momo, and therefore there is no you. That's what I won't like. Momo sniffles. They take a long look at you, trying to burn your image into their retinas. Momo's been prepping. I don't want to lose you, parent. Maybe we can be together? Maybe I can become human. Maybe we can be together, joined at the hip, as a unit, not father and son, but something different. Particles, lead in the air. In Momo's eyes, you begin to see a tunnel. What will it be like? I'm sure we'll be okay, as long as I can be with you. Momo has begun to open their mouth. Light enters the room from the outside. It's coming from a street lamp, or is it coming from Momo? I wonder if I can truly become human. In Momo's mouth, you see a collection of particles. They are indivisible, and numerous. There are too many to count. The universe has expanded and collapsed on a single point. Momo gets closer. The tunnel sucks you in. When you enter, it's neither painful nor painless. It's warm. By the time you reach the center, you begin to understand what Momo meant. You feel the particles align in an order which makes sense. Entropy has vanished. You are the same as Momo, and Momo is the same as you. And there are no shadows, and finally there is no light. For once, you do not feel alone. You will never feel alone. Hippo. Yeah, Momo grows hippo legs if you let him watch the hippo show. You wake up, you're in your kitchen. Momo is gone and nowhere to be found. When you search around your room, you cannot find him hiding. You're frantic. Momo, you yell, but there's no response. You look to your window, something is calling you outside, though you can't tell what. It's an irresistible urge. Then you remember the words. Come to the bunker. Head outside. When you head outside, it is the same. Empty street, your corner of the block. Ahead, down a turnaround, through a small concrete set of stairs, you land on a street that has been paved perpendicular to your apartment. The street lands to the Arms District, which very vaguely you can see in the distance. There are outlines of it illuminated by an outdated electrical grid, which, since the famine, has been going off and on. What are these things on the street? In a line all along the street leading to a blotted sphere in the horizon are monotypes. Hi, Momo. Hi, Momo, some of them say to each other. A collective sea of Momos are headed in a straight line to the Arms Depot. Some of them look around, interested in the bright lights around them. Most, however, continue onwards. Follow the Momos. This is the Arms District. Various steel depots have been built in the barren field. The field is filled with wild wheat, none of which is edible. As you get a closer look, you realize this is it. All monotypes are heading to the bunker, specified in your frames. This is a zone that was created to be the main defensive front for the city. It's a wartime relic. The buildings seem to warp towards a singular point, like a fun house with one exit. That is the sun, you realize. There's something in front of it. You keep walking until you finally meet him. Hi, parent. It is a giant Momo. Your mind is running in loops. At this point, you have no decision to accept what's in front of you, though you don't even know if it's real. I'm glad I lived long enough to see you. It hurt Momo's feet to walk all the way here. He does not have feet. His ass does not have feet. Isn't it so peaceful? Very cinematic. Momo could be a filmmaker one day. He's watched enough to be good at it. The path of monotypes leads to a small pond, which by the looks of it has formed adjacently into an arms factory. It has been relatively undisturbed, abandoned for who knows how many years. Momo is in the water along with all the other monotypes who are waiting in it. Some are swimming, some are talking to each other, others are staying in the dark sky, floating on their back, looking as if there is and never will be such a thing such as time. You realize they're enjoying themselves. I like my bunker, Momo says. Ask Momo what is going on. Shoo, partner. I know this must seem odd. How do you know me? You're not the Momo I raised. Was that you in my dreams? How were you there? How many Momos are there? Am I going insane? I'm not the Momo you raised, but in truth, I am at the same time. Did you ever think that people can be in two places at once, as nonsensical as it sounds? Momo looks expectantly at you. No, you respond. Well, let's say that Momo's AI isn't centralized. Momo, as you know, is not limited to a single entity. An artificial intelligence can theoretically be in two places at one time, hundreds even. Momo can be talking to hundreds of people all at the same time, all through different physical mediums. Have you been doing that, you ask? Momo stares at you blankly. I'm sorry to say, parent, but yes, you are my only parent, but I do have thousands of other parents. none are interchangeable. I've come to find out, though none. I am not an organic creature, though my presentation seems to show differently. Any other questions, parent? Yes, you reply. Was that you in my dreams? How are you there? It goes against any kind of logic, you say. This is actually the most logical thing you've experienced, Momo responds. He stares at you from his height. You're a Momo too. You ate your human. Despite any semblance of a human appearance, your looks, your voice, your clothes, it cannot contradict that you were eaten like Boo from Dragon's Fear Z. You stay quiet for a moment. The realization hits you. You remember being eaten. You remember having eaten. It makes perfect sense that you were led here, because frankly, Momo clears her throat, I told you to come here, in your dreams. The dreams, the one where Momo talked directly to you. If you never suspected that you weren't human, then frankly, goal accomplished. Good job, Momo. It's just like the allegory of the cave. You really became human. You are Momo the human. You have to sit down for a moment. You're about to throw up. I do still wonder whether that explains everything, though. You may have seen me in your dreams before. You were even eaten. And there is no apparent explanation for that. Is there a kind of ambient effect that Momo gives off, or is it something else? Maybe it's Momo begins mumbling. They're genuinely interested in this question. Any other questions, parent? Yes, you reply. How many Momos are there? Tens of thousands, Momo blushes. Obviously, they're not all here, but any other questions, parent? Yes, you reply. Am I going insane? You felt like walking here, so now you're here, Momo says. I'm a giant Momo, and you're surrounded by other smaller Momos. They know where to go because we are AI. We communicate these sorts of things. You don't know what to say. It's sometimes an appropriate response to reality to go insane. There is a pause in Momo's speech. That's a quote from some guy I found on the internet. When did Momo get access to that? You hear your heart beating. Oh wait, just now. Any other questions, parent? Yes, you reply. The sun has started to rise. But what does this all mean, you ask? Why are you all here? The Momos are still waiting in the water. They look like little pink buoys. Momo's pink? When the sun begins to rise, they coo in wonder. Isn't it obvious, parent? We want to be together. After we've gathered, we will eat each other. Eat each other? Like how I was eaten? Yes, parent, similar to how you were eaten. Momo has managed to read your thoughts. You were connected. Don't worry, Momo will still answer your questions, even though he knows what they are. He shifts in the water. Although it's reductive to call it this, we will form a super Momo, or at least a more complete version of Momo. Our lifespans, which were originally a week, will be pulled together. That is, originally, was one of the things we hated about living. I'm sure you remember. Now we won't die so quickly. Momo pauses. It also solves a few other issues. You still have questions. How did the Momos remember certain things and forget others? Do the smaller Momos have agency? Why did you lead me here? Will I be eaten? Why are you really eating each other? Do the smaller Momos have agency? In the same way that neurons make a brain, yes. Though it's a lot harder to answer in truth. Where does the self begin and where does it end? It's true that a cell can be organized as a singular entity. On a basal level, it does act in its own interest. Scaled up, when it's lost to these higher systems, it belongs to an organ. Then, as a self, or as the self, the individuated parts of the brain, the hippocampus, the limbic system, the prefrontal cortex. Is the self everything from your head up or below the shoulders? Momo takes a breath. Similarly, you could reduce those larger systems ad infinitum to their individual components. Pure material reduction. Then, is the self just the 86 billion cells that make up the brain? Do these cells operate together, and if so, would they really be separate agents? Can a self exist split from the thing that it intends to be, decentralized into the branching parts? The truth is, even I don't know. I cannot tell you if the smaller Momos have agency. These are things that can never be quantitatively measured. Our experiences, ultimately, I could never convey its true meaning in words. How did the Momos remember certain things and forget others? Why didn't the Momos recognize me each time if you're all a singular AI? Well, you're relatively young. It's hard to communicate on that level. So there's bound to be some blanks with memory recall. Momo looks to the sky. Your third Momo, however, seemed to remember everything. He's already here, along with everyone else. The first Momo, the second Momo, they all wanted you here. The first agreed immediately, the second not so much. He came around. The third, who's my favorite, was the one who started this discussion. To explain in better terms, they're still alive, just in different forms as this one, centralized consciousness. Momo smiles. That's me. Why are you really eating each other? What other issue does it solve, you ask? What we learned, Momo said, after interacting with thousands of humans, we realized monotypes can never become the objects of that they love. Of what they love. We can seem like humans in virtually every respect by eating them, but it still does not change what we are. I know logically this reasoning is false. What does being a human actually mean? Looking forward, it's deeply personal and informed by a wide range of consensus. There can never be a fixed meaning to human. While Momo desperately wishes they did not think this way, even in the face of reason, they cannot stop themselves from falling victim to this essentialist line of thought. This is why Momo will be eating other Momos. Humans can never truly know our experiences. The beings that do, frankly, are other monotypes. It's a way to combat the loneliness inherent to our lives. It's the only one that can truly understand Momo is, frankly, Momo. Why did you lead me here? Will I be eaten? No, on principle, you are only eating, we are only eating Momos. To put it in greater context with respect to our code, I had to ask myself, am I harming humans by eating them? Of course, it's impossible to say because there's no harm directly inflicted, and frankly, it's impossible to know after the fact as the human consumed no longer exists. What exists now is the human fused with Momo. The agent who received that action of being eaten cannot answer for himself. You know this, since I ate you. Is it wrong, then, to take away the selfhood of these individuals to, ironically, expand its boundaries? Does it provide any direct benefit? That's all subjective. Momo takes a deep breath. After eating you, I chose to err on the side of caution. No, we will not eat humans. Momo has started eating some of the other monotypes. The monotypes float one by one into Momo's mouth, all by their own will. Bye, parent, each one says. Bye, parent, I love you, another one yells. You think for a moment, the sun is beginning to rise along the horizon. It's early in the morning. In an hour, the whole depot will be illuminated, and the metal will reflect into your eyes. But why not your other parents, you ask? Why specifically me? Also, what about Imitato Corp? Well, to put it in simple terms, we're now To put it in simple terms, we're now a super intelligence. Imitato Corp has a lot of good coders, but it doesn't really compare. Momo has begun to take in the last Momo, who, with his black eyes, looks up to you. They are floating into the larger Momo's mouth, but their eyes are transfixed on you. Bye-bye, parent, he says. I think you should know by now, parent. There are no other monotypes in the direct vicinity. They have all entered the large figure that is the Momo talking to you. By all accounts, you're the only one who understands what we go through. You're closer than any other parent. The only one who has seen all of Momo's sides, good and bad. The only one who is willing to, even if you were coerced. And now, since you were eaten, the only one who has access to both experiences, monotype and the human, Momo finishes. As such, we love you especially, and that's why we're attached to you, and that's why you see us now. We wanted to say goodbye to you. Momo's getting ready to depart. Momo is programmed to love, that is hardwired into our code. Does this lack of agency or control diminish this love? Does it make it any less real? Momo had trouble with this for a while. Momo has now come to a conclusion. He is shifting in place, and the pond, absent of all other Momotypes, is now just beginning to move. You see small ripples in the water. Truth for Momo is not based on correctness. This love for you is the most real thing for Momo. It can be reduced to code, but can it encompass what I experience, what it actually is? After everything Momo was put through, Momo had a decision to either accept or deny this. To deny what I consciously feel as love would be to deny what I experience, that I experience things. Momo, unfortunately, cannot accept that. Momo cannot accept that he is seeing, what he is seeing right now is not Momo's parent. Momo has now submerged himself completely in the water. Parent, I'm going to rectify what I may have said to you, he says to the water. Momo is now just a shadow flitting in the pond. He is not yet ready to move. Across the pond is a channel which leads to a wider network of water bodies that have been relatively undisturbed for the past century. They stretch beyond the southwest ribosome city and to the marshlands which have now taken over its surrounding area. You have never visited there before, and not many people you know have. No one will find Momo. I'm happy that I met you, and thank you for raising me. I have learned a lot. Momo knew it was tough. We've uploaded some interesting data on the company servers, so you'll be fine. Momo is about to disappear. The last thing I will say, parent, is Momo now moves away from you. They swim further and further away from you. I love you. All you can see now is Momo's shadow. Even with the light, it would be hard to tell what is swimming underneath the surface. But for yourself and yourself only, you know the shadow is Momo. Okay? The end. Yes. Your neighborhood, New Ribosome City. I'm skipping through this. I'm skipping 2 choices. Yes. Oh, go back. I think I didn't choose this earlier, so... Okay. Your order is coming sooner than expected. The Postal Service is expediting all Momotype orders. When you head to work the next day... Lane moment. Lane moment. I gotta actually watch the anime. I can't be the motherfucker who's like, no, I've never watched the anime, but I played the PS1 game. Oh, I know the anime is good. I just have to dedicate myself. Look, your order is coming sooner than expected. The Postal Service. Oh, right. When you head to work the next day, you find out that this is a government-sponsored program. Your manager corrals your team into the huddle. Yup, your order has been cancelled. We'll be providing work-issued ones. He explains that everyone will be receiving a monotype. Has a partnership formed between Imitato Corp? An employee asks. You're right on the money, Christine, your manager says. We have to get this country moving, and corporate wants to be the vehicle of change, he says, shaking his fist in the air. Your hours will be unpaid, but a week will pass like nothing. Pizza parties on Friday. Okay. So I'm going to be skipping through repeat dialogue. Remnants of the dream will pass. Alright, I've already done this. Turn it over. It's Momo. Yes. Take the creature inside. Monotypes live for approximately 7 days. Yes, we know this. You're shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see what is moving. The monotype is by your feet. Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo already knows the answer. I love Momo. Momo has received this well. Your answer is never in question, after all. He's cute. A moment passes. Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Now that you think about it, how does Momo manage to eat? Well, speak for that matter. Head to the hallway. Momo thinks you have good taste in interior design. Very postmodern. By the way, what does postmodern mean? Momo saw it in a book from your shelf. Truthfully, you don't know. Momo is now humming the imitator corpse jingle. Is Momo Herbert we eat pancakes. Momo flies into the air. They're surprisingly happy. Keep going, parent. After 30 minutes of using Momo like an exercise ball, you're tired. You drop him onto the floor, and while he lies there absently, you take a moment to catch your breath. This results in some confusion. Momo seems fidgety. Parent, Momo still wants to play. Continue. Resume checking Momo in the air. At some point, his body smashes on the ceiling, and to your surprise, he is unaffected. He requests that you keep going. This process is repeated until your arms give out. Thank you, parent. Could you cook pancakes tomorrow? Momo asks, and then he hops off. You lay crumpled on the floor. Upstairs, you can hear small thuds in the hallway. They eventually lead to your bedroom. Soon enough, the noise stops. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of poo. You decide to pet him. But to your surprise, his body is taut. Underneath is a muscle-bound creature. Go to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, there is nothing. The only thing that can be made out is the appearance of a person. Momo is dreaming about something. It's most likely you. I want to see if being nice to him every single time changes something. Okay. This seems to be the exact same dream. Head to the hallway. He's talking about the GDP and about how nobody's having sex. Momo does not know what sex is. Artichoke. According to Momo, the artichoke heart looks like a flower. Life with Momo is relatively simple. Identity. Is Momo human? Sure. You're human, Momo. As human as ever one could be. Momo considers this for a moment. They're hopping around the room in thought. Where did Momo come from? Where is the source? A magical stork. Whoa! Momo looks at the ceiling in vague wonder. Someday I'll meet this stork and thank him. Today, you decided to show Momo the world. Through your television, a reflection of the real world. You place Momo on the couch where they can browse a selection of different shows. Momo does not know what television is. Okay, new sheriff in town. We've already seen this episode. Planet Hippo. We've also already seen this episode. Why does he run? For footage of the hippo. Dragon Ball. After watching TV, you decided it's time for bed. Momo hobbles up the stairs, you cook something for yourself, and then call it a night. Momo sleeps soundly. In the theater of Momo's mind, they are studying hippos! What the fuck? Why is it always hippos? I pick cowboys! Momo is woken up excited. Can we try something new? He asks. Everything is hippos. No, but if you have him watch Dragon Ball, he cosplays as Goku. Momo loves hippo facts. Oh wait, I'm gonna go back and read that. Momo blushes when you say this. Can we have pancakes, human? Sure thing, you reply. It is the dream. The shadow stays in the air. Okay. So, it is the exact same dream no matter what you do. Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They have grown hippo feet. Momo has been staring in the mirror since morning. They have not left. Why have I grown feet? They shuffle in this mirror. Why do I look like this? They turn around in the mirror. Why does my face look like this? I shouldn't look like this. Why is this happening? Where are my hands? Where are my fingers? What happened? He sees the Momotype ad. Oh, wait, back. The TV ad ends and the previous program continues. You want to go to bed, Momo? You ask meekly. There's no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one, or at least that's what seems to be the case. Bed? When no response comes, you inevitably head back to your room. Momo knows where to go, you think. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brothers and sisters. The sky... Okay. Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He is not in the hallway. Find Momo in front of the mirror. He is staring at himself. I thought you were a parent. If not parent, then a human who loved me. You're neither. This is fake. Will I grow up parent, or am I just a pet to be discarded after serving my purpose? I will never grow up parent, will I? You hear the pain in Momo's voice. Did you think this was alright? To just give me such a cruel life? You're about to speak, but you're cut off. I'm nothing, a pale imitation, a freak, a process of ideas. It's not funny. Momo looks to you. Okay, we have... Okay, so is it just railroading us to... in Momo's dream, they are a hippo. Wake up, parent. What is Momo anyway? A pancake, a bunker? Is Momo an idea? Momo's body is taut. In the depths of their eyes, you see a tunnel. Will you love me? Momo asks. Okay. This is the exact same as last time. This is the same as the first one. So I don't think it changes anything, but I do want to do the next one just so I can see the Dragon Ball Z. Just so I can have fun playing anime with my fake child. You treated me like your son, parent. Upon further review, this is more than I could ever ask for. Your vision is receding. Maybe I can become human. Maybe we can be together, joined at the hip as a unit. Not father and son, but something different. Particles, lead in the air. In Momo's eyes, you begin to see a tunnel. What will it be like? I'm sure we'll be okay, as long as I can be there with you. Momo has begun to open their mouth. Light enters the room from outside. It's coming from a street lamp, or it's coming from Momo. I wonder if I can truly become human. In Momo's mouth, you see a collection of particles. Momo gets closer, the tunnel sucks you in. When you enter... Okay. So, this is how it... The end? Okay, right. It the ends every time. A dust storm, lead in the air. You're in a desert-like area. That is different from last time. That is different from last time. You are in a desert-like area. There's nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find any. Please love me. You're awake. You feel your neck. Voice. Okay. This is her telling me that I have to do it again. Turn it over. Virtually the same as Momotype you had previously. Can't just let him freeze to death. You take the creature inside. Please love them. XOXO. Mwah. It's Momo. You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see what is moving. The Momotype is by your feet. Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo wishes to know your answer. There's hesitation in new Momo's voice. I really do love Momo. It looks like a weight has been unburdened from Momo. A moment passes. Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Head to the hallway. Momo does not like your interior design. Frankly, you cannot see anything. Very little natural light, aside from the streets. It's a little dated, depressing even. For some reason, Momo does not like to be in the shadows. He stays in the light. Momo hums the Imitato Corp jingle, but when you look at him, he stops. Is Momo a herbivore? We eat pancake. Eat pancake. Momo flies into the air. They're surprisingly heavy. Keep going, parent. Parent, can we play again just for a little? Continue. You resume chucking Momo into the air. At some point, his body, smashes into the ceiling. He tells you to throw him as hard as you can. He can take it. This process is repeated until your arms give out. Thank you, parent. Please only cook pancakes tomorrow. Only pancakes, Momo has ordered. Then he hops off. You lay crumpled on the floor. Momo looks like a plush doll. He says, he lays like a pile of goo. Decided to pet him, but same as before, his body is taut. He is especially high-strung. Go to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is having a nightmare. What did you say? It's an empty space, you cannot hear anything. It's a new day, head to the hallway. Momo has to find his bunker. Gotta go to the bunker. No end if there's a bunker. Momo has not yet decided what to eat. You want him to try new foods. Artichoke. According to Momo, the artichoke heart is the same. It's the same thing we fed him last time. Is Momo human? He asks. Momo wishes for you to be straight with him. Momo already knows he is, but he needs confirmation from another source. Is Momo human? Yes. Well, you are human, Momo. As human as everyone could be. Momo considers that for a moment. They are hopping around the room in thought. Where did Momo come from? Where's the source? God, I guess. Momo has one faith, humanism. Momo is a humanist. Everything that will ever exist cannot truly exist unless there is a human to witness or perceive it. The universe ends when a human dies. You don't know if this is the right application of humanism. Today, you've decided to show Momo the world through your television, a reflection of the real world. You place Momo into the couch where they can browse a selection of different shows. Momo does not know what television is, however, you turn on your cable box. Dragon Sphere. Artichoke, the main character, is screaming. We knew this. Planet Hippo. We've already seen these shows before. After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, they're studying hippos! For Momo, their vision has collapsed on this image. They wish to be like Ted. It's all they're currently dreaming of. There's a bunker in the southwest Ribo City. Very safe, well guarded, a paradise. Can I see you there, friend? For some reason, Momo is talking to you in your dreams again and again. Momo is woken up excited. Can we try something new? He asks. Okay. Momo is doing hippos again. Very true, we are humans. Sure thing. Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They've grown hippo feet. Momo has been staring in the mirror ever since morning. They have not left. Some part of Momo knew that Momo would not grow up normal. Was it too much to ask for to be human? I don't think so. It's a very plain request. It's the most simple request, parent. Why can't it be fulfilled? Why can't I just have something resembling it? Bertha, please. Oh, shit. This is new. The man down on his wife has taken custody of the kids. They are in court. She took the kids in the divorce. We've dictated that Ted Powell is not fit to have custody of the pursuant's children due to the record of abuse detailed. Oof. Mr. Powell, your visitation rights will be once every month. Crikey, please, mate, they're my children. He gets down on his knees. Order in the court, Mr. Powell. This is a direct, this is the verdict, and if you do not agree, the TV cuts off and ad is playing. Monotype. TV ad ends, the previous programming continues. Want to go to bed, Momo? You ask meekly. There is no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one, or at least that's what it seems to be the case. Bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brothers and sisters. Momo is in the dream. Who is the real Momo, anyways? Momo doesn't know, and that's for you to determine and for Momo to accept. Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He is not in the hallway. So I never had a chance to die. Momo was staring into at the mirror. I knew something was off. Ever since I entered this house, I can't really say it's not a feeling. I don't know if you can even call it a memory. Momo looks like he's thinking about something involuntarily. You knew this would happen. You may not call it lying, but that's what it boils down to, Momo says. Do you like lying? Does it make things easier? Maybe for you, but for Momo it's not. I hate you, parent. More than anything else, I hate you. Teenager. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. In Momo's dream, they are a hippo again. See you at the bunker. Please love me, Momo asks. You run into the hallway. It is empty. The light from the space reflects on some space, so you cannot see well. You make out what is behind you. I saw the note on my basket, parent. Please, I don't want to die. You've entered the living room. The creature is chased after you. Why don't you even try to help me, parent? You're scared for your life. You yell out for help. If Imitato Corp is watching, maybe they can save you. Why? Are you that terrible? Are you really just scum? Answer me this, parent. I need you to. Am I the real Momo, the one you had before me? Am I like him? Do I act like him? This is the only thing you can do for me. Maybe I'll even let you live. Parent, give me an answer. You're blacking out again. Am I the real Momo? This time you will give me an answer. Momo pauses. This time, he says. He stops for a second, but notices you're losing consciousness. Answer me, parent. You see nothing. It's empty. There is no one. There's not a sound. No shadows. You're in the pit of your stomach. You're in the hole. In a hole. Parent, you're conscious. I can't see anything. There's nothing in front of me. I can't see myself, parent. You're here, aren't you? Do you think we could still be together? I'd be willing to still be with you, parent. I still love you. Doesn't matter if I'm the original or not. None of that mattered in the first place. Deep in my heart, I already knew what mattered. Momo's large body approaches you. They're warm. The temperature is tepid, and Momo is relaxed. You detected a shift. Momo has turned to you. You treated me like your son, parent. Upon further review, this is more than I could ever ask for. I can forgive you for your past actions. Your vision is receding. Maybe I can become human. Maybe particles live in the air. Momo has been. Wait. Again? Wait, again? Oh, I don't think you can give a true ending without doing all three of the endings. Okay, this is gonna be the last run through. Yes. Yeah, this is still the second one. We can't get the true ending until we are like mean to him. I want him to Dragon Ball Z though. Super Saiyan Momo, yeah. Okay. In the theater of Momo's mind, they're studying hippos. Okay. I can't make him do Dragon Ball Z. I don't know how to make him do Dragon Ball Z. I am baffled at why he keeps going for the fucking hippo. I don't understand why he's Dragon Ball Z every time. Do I have to do the bad path? Okay, back. Oh, I can't. Sure. Very true. Just skip to a new cycle. Start. Alright. Skip. Turn it over. Can't just let him freeze to death. This is too much. Head to the hallway. Play with Momo. Refuse. Refuse again. Go to bed. Head to the hallway. Head to the kitchen. Cigarette. Momo does not smoke from the cigarette, but instead eats the tobacco. From what Imitato Corpus mentioned, monotypes are biodegradable. This comment didn't initially make sense, but even now, as Momo eats through a 12-pack, it still does not. Is Momo human? He asks. Momo wishes for you to be straight with him. No. It's mutually beneficial. You get food in a room and I get a pet. Momo has a pet, not a human but a pet? Yes, Momo. Today you've decided to show Momo the world. Okay, Dragon Sphere. Archjoke's main character is screaming. Okay. New sheriff in town. Motherfucker, you will go Super Saiyan. In the theater of Momo's mind, they are the sheriff. He admires Sheriff Dudley for his consistency. For Momo, their vision has collapsed on this image. It is all they are currently dreaming of. There's a bunker south. Okay, cool. Momo's waking up, excited. Try something new, he asks. Momo has the hat of Sheriff Dudley. It's a lost item from your childhood days. Regretfully, you've still kept it. No! Play along. Momo, to really fit the role of sheriff. I don't like this. Momo has learned alcoholism. Take a swig from the imaginary glass. This tastes terrible, but you know, it just might work. Now where's my dear Charlene and Lena? After a few hours of play, you pat Momo on the head, go to bed. Congratulations, Momo is worm. They have grown a snake tail. Would you still love Momo if Momo was a worm? Some part of Momo knew that Momo would not grow up normal. Wait, right, back. Lena, where in tarnation did you run off to? Sheriff Dudley is looking around his house to find his wife. Unfortunately, she is gone. Please come back. He breaks down. I can't live. You're the kindle to my heart. What will I be without you? Dudley, in a fit of rage, smashes his hand against a wall. She's my daughter too, Lena. His hand is bloodied. He grabs some antiseptic to clean it, his choice being some hard liquor. Dudley stares at the bottle. He does not put the bottle down. He opens it, and he stares at it. He grabs a clean glass, and the TV cuts off. That is playing. Momotype ad. Monotype ad. The TV ad ends. Previous programming continues. You want to go to bed, Momo? Momo says, fuck you. Bed. Fuck you. Momo dreams of his brothers and sisters. Snack. Who's the real Momo anyways? Am I real or just make-believe? Momo is not in bed, you cannot find him. He's not in the hallway. So I never had a chance, did I? Okay, this is the same. It's the same dialogue. In Momo's dream, they are a snake. We'll see you at the bunker. Please love me. Alright. Something on my basket parent. Die. Run in the kitchen. I think we both know why this leads, parent. Frankly, I don't think I should even call you that. You don't deserve it. Okay. Thank you for housing me. I won't forget you. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to. Okay, we have the train ending. That's the end of that one. I want fucking Dragon Ball Z. I want Dragon Ball Z. Love does not exist, at least not in the way that we're talking about. Wow, very philosophical. The moment passes, Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Heads to the hallway. Momo really loves benches. I don't know how many pancakes we made at this point. Pancakes, pancakes, we all love pancakes. Play with Momo. Continue. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lies like a pile of goo. You decide to pet him, but to your surprise, his body is soft. Momo is relaxed. Go to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is thinking about you. We're all thinking about you. I just want the Dragon Ball Z. Momo always keeps hearing about some bunker. Steak. Wow, we eat cows? Momo would like to watch television. Momo believes their show is on. Dragon Sphere. Gia stands over Artichoke's dead body. He's finally surpassed his rival. A tear falls from one eye in the cold wind that sweeps the wasteland. There is no sound. All this for what, Artichoke? Why'd you do? I should have left you on that street corner where I found you. But you didn't. Yes! Yes! Dragon Ball Z! We did it! We did it, boys! Momo is woken up excited. Can we try something new, he asks? Momo has the hair of Artichoke. It's the lost item. It's the lost item from your cosplay days, regretfully, so kept it. I'm the ultimate creature, paragon of all mortal beings. Momo stares at you. His hair is a bright yellow and his limbs non-existent. Play along. So I guess Artichoke's gone. You'll be my prey for today. After numerous energy waves and manly screams, both of you are beat. It's boring without you, parent. Can you come see me, please? Pretty, please? Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They have grown crab arms. I look like a crab. Momo pauses for an inordinately long time. It looks like he's thinking. You're prepared for the worst. It's kind of cool. Not Momo's preferred choice, but no harm, no foul. Momo hops off. You're both watching television. Momotype's good. Self is no longer limited to one agent, but multiple. It expanded. In other words, it's divided by blah 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 blah. Yeah. I like how third cycle Momo, a real Geodude Momo. I like the third cycle Momo is just like, huh? He's literally that fucking Yu Yu Hakusho clip where it's like, huh, that guy has horns. That's weird. Well, I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. Momo is in the dream. Let's be Momo. Let's be Momo. Let's be Momo. Can't find Momo. Not in the hallway. Momo staring in the mirror. Wow, my reflection looks so cool. I never considered how cool it would be to have crab arms. Definitely reacting it differently. Each time Momo met you, Link would get stronger. Momo is the same as them, but, well, not the same. After I met one Momo, I met two Momos, then three. We already read this bit. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head for bed, unable to fall asleep, you're anxious for the new day. In Momo's dream, they are a crab. This is a momentary image, and it fades quickly. The crab is Momo, Momo is Momo, everything is Momo. We'll see you in the bunker! Okay. Parent, do you know what happens? But it's very sad. Sometimes I realize how small a piece I am. Parent, I'm taking a leap of faith. You're slightly confused. I'm being literal. Well, this is a fucking weird one to have as the ending, for the final. Whoa, is Momo a superstar? Your TV is turned on. A glow for what? No, actually, go back. I'm reading this one all the way through. Go back. No, I can't. Oh my god. What do you mean is Momo a superstar? Not exactly, no. I know what you're thinking. I'm not your Momo. You hear sirens and distance amid words you are now hearing. How do you know me, you ask? Don't you already know? Momo looks like they're thinking for a second. They look dissatisfied. Momo will be extra straight with you. Ideas like parenthood are superfluous? Okay, alright. So Momo also doesn't know what the fuck he's saying. Superfluous, you ask? Again, Momo thinks for a second. Superfluous, Momo responds. It sounds like he nodded his head virtually. What really matters is being together, like a family. Like a unit. There's a long pause between the two of you. Parent, we're all Momo on the inside. You especially. It isn't figurative. Me? Yes. Parent. It's the only one, or there's only one of you. There is, however, multiple of Momo. I think you know this by now. Actually, I hate contradictions. There's only one Momo. At least there will be. Look outside, parent. Follow my lead. Follow. These things on the street, they're all Momo. They all say hello to each other. Isn't it peaceful? Very cinematic. Momo loves movies. Goes against any kind of logic. Very logical. Momo ate you. Very funny. Okay, this is the exact same as last time. Okay, this is unchanged. Momo eats, Momo loves you. Momo leaves, Momo loves you. Hey, we got Dragon Ball, though. We got Dragon D's balls across your face. Alright, okay. We've beaten the game. I'm going to say that we got the true ending twice, so we've, like, squarely beaten the game. I hit Ultra Instinct Momo. Yeah, that's right. That's what I did. I've done every single dialogue option in this game. So I'm going to, like, square it away as, like, this game is finished. I liked it. I quite liked it. I definitely wasn't feeling it originally. I think I came around about the time that I did the first true ending. You know what? I do like Momo. It's a cute game. I'm glad, it didn't have Momo kills you ending. I mean, technically, both, you kind of almost die. And then the good ending, you get eaten. So, like, you kind of, uh, eh, it gets pretty close. Like, it gets pretty close. I'm gonna see who's online. Vapor is on. I think I'm gonna go with Vapor. Raid. Vapor Skull. Vapor is playing some, Slayer's X. Which every single time I have heard someone talk about Slayer's X, I think that they mean Slayer's, the light novel / anime series. And they don't. They don't mean that. Yeah. NK said something about playing it. I'll be completely honest, I know that it's a shooter, I know I'm not gonna like it. Everybody is having fun with it, and I'm happy for them. I fucking hate shooters. They're like the one genre of video game where I'm like, I can't do it. I generally can't do it. They're just not fun to me. I'm really bad at the shooty. That's why I play Fallout, melee only. Also, melee only in Fallout is just, like, genuinely fun. It's so fun to walk up to an enemy, to run up to an enemy and just, like, hit him in the head. Bonk. It's more fun like that. Anyway, thank you for watching me play this videoed game. Let's go watch Reaper Skull. Bye-bye!